Welcome back to the third installment of TCB for EAP. I'm your host, Jessi Mallory. I don't know if you could tell or not, but I am broadcasting from my car. It is raining outside. I'm in Portland today. I had to be on the road, so I wanted to get this narration done, and I hope you don't mind. You might hear some cars, you might hear a little rain, but I had to get it out on time for you, the Elvis fans. We have a terrific show for you today. There's a lot going on this week in Elvis history, so we'll touch on some of that and show you some fun clips of Elvis himself. We have part 2 with Kay Wheeler, which is really exciting, and we'd like to thank Kay so much for being a part of this program. We also have the fan highlight, fan mail, news, and a special birthday clip for none other than Billy Smith, Elvis's cousin. He's 74 this week. Happy birthday, my friend. We also have a new clip of Pringle's projects to share, so sit back, relax, and as Elvis would say, leave the driving to us. Kay Wheeler was kind enough to chat with me and send me some incredible information and pictures about her life with Elvis. As I mentioned before, Kay Wheeler was the founder of the first National Elvis Fan Club, secured him a huge show in Dallas, Texas, and dated him as well. Kay was also in a few motion pictures, but we'll get to that later.
Before Elvis hit nationally, we took his first RCA record, Heartbreak Hotel, to my aunt, who was the assistant manager of KLIF, the largest Dallas radio station. She agreed to let me come and ask the top DJ to play it. But after listening to the record, he looked at me and said, "Elvis Presley is a nobody, and nobody wants to hear this weird song." I was never so mad in all my life. I heard myself announcing to him that I was starting the first Elvis Presley fan club and that Elvis would be a huge hit. Unknown to me, this DJ got my address from my aunt in an attempt to call my bluff. He announced my address on the radio and said that if anyone wanted to join the Elvis Presley fan club, to write Kay Wheeler for a membership card. Well, I was shocked when hundreds of letters started arriving at my house, all clamoring to join Elvis's fan club. I couldn't have worked out better if I'd have planned it myself. His TV appearance launched the national pandemonium that became historical with the 50s. Our national fan club began to grow beyond our wildest expectations. We issued pink and black membership cards that clearly stated, "Elvis is our cause. Wow, what a cause." We received so much mail that it had to be brought to our house in huge mail bags. Beyond my wildest expectations as Elvis's fan club president, I had the good fortune of receiving a letter from Colonel Parker's office whenever Elvis was to appear in Texas. And it was in the spring of 1956 that I received a letter that Elvis would be appearing in San Antonio, Texas, April 15th, less than 300 miles from my house. Elvis and I were on a head-on collision as I received a telegram from Parker's office that would get me backstage to meet Elvis Presley.
Gloria is from Eddington, Maine, and does she have a collection to share with us? Gloria remembers seeing Elvis on The Ed Sullivan Show in 1956. She was just 15 years old. What a great time to be a teenager. She says that she was fortunate that her mother loved Elvis as well, because lots of parents wouldn't even let their kids listen to him on the radio. Gloria could not get enough Elvis. She grabbed every magazine with his face on it and began listening to every 45 she could get her hands on. Whenever she hears Heartbreak Hotel, she is taken back in time to the moment that she first heard the song. Elvis means the world to her, and you can tell by these pictures of her massive collection. Gloria has a whole room dedicated to Elvis. From big to small, there's not much you won't find in this shrine to the king. She has a heart of gold, and I know this because I met her at one of my shows, and we became fast friends. I told Gloria that I wanted to showcase her Elvis room and love for Elvis on my show, and she didn't skip a beat. She wanted me to make mention that her life changed when she met me, and that she's very happy to call me friend. I would have to say the same, Gloria. Gloria lets everyone into her Elvis room, and she even gets her grandkids into it. There's no sign of slowing in Gloria's Elvis world. She'll be making the trek to Graceland for Elvis Week this August. Thank you, Gloria, for your addition to the show. I'm sure the fans will love your collection.
Well, it's a project like you've never seen before. It's Pringle's Project.
On this installment of Pringle's Projects, Mark is sharing his biggest project to date. Mark has recreated DJ Fontana's, Elvis's drummer's, 1954 Gretsch Round Badge Copper Mist drum kit. Mark took a plain black drum set, he dismantled it, he repainted it copper mist, which is the original color of the original kit. Mark says some people use copper sparkle paint, but that's not the true color. He also copied DJ's original cowhide bass head with brown felt, and then he drew the hide pattern on with white puffy paint. Mark used original champagne sparkle for the rims, replica Gretsch round badges, and even the original labels from the same music store that DJ purchased his drums from in Texas in 1954. Is that all? Heck no! Mark even has the matching snare drum and the drum spurs in front to keep the kick drum from sliding. Mark says that DJ still owns the original drum set that he used while backing Elvis. The cowhide head is a bit stretched and faded, but it's an amazing part of Elvis history. Thank you, Mark, so much for your contribution to this week's show. We all cannot wait until next week's Pringle's Project. This week's fan mail is from Bill from Oregon. Bill writes, Dear Jessi, in the summer of 1956, someone told me about a new singer called Elvis Presley. Just the name alone sounded very different to me. I heard this song Hound Dog on the radio and I flipped. The guitar work and the vocals were nothing like I'd ever heard before. All I'd heard before was the pop music of the day. So I told my dad for my 11th birthday that on August 31st, 1956, I wanted the Hound Dog record. My dad went downtown and bought a 78 RPM record, and I still have it today. I must have played it 1,000,000 times, and I still love it. Then I watched Elvis on the Ed Sullivan Show, and it was so cool. Elvis was coming to my town the next year, but I'd have school the next day, so my dad said no. I was heartbroken. My dad made it up to me by taking me to see Jailhouse Rock. I did see Elvis live in 1970 and 73, the best concert I ever went to. All of this got me hooked on rock and roll, and I've been collecting for 60 plus years, and I never get tired of hunting for records from the years 1955 through 1963 and other early rock and roll memorabilia. All the best and keep rockin', Bill. Thanks so much, Bill, for sharing your memories with us. If you have any other memories you'd like to share, email me anytime. And if you, the fan, the listener right now, would like to send me any sort of story you have about Elvis, what he means to you, if you've seen him in concert, did you meet him, a favorite movie, whatever you'd like to share, I would love to share it with the world. You can email me at jessimalloryelvis@outlook.com. Wow, what a show we had today. I want to thank all who are a part of it. Kay Wheeler, Mark Pringle, Gloria, Bill, Billy Smith, happy birthday again, my friend, and of course, Elvis. As always, please hit that subscribe button below and check out the links provided in the description. Give this video a like and feel free to share this show on your social media. This show is for the fans and for Elvis. Thank you again. I'm your host, Jessi Mallory, and we'll see you on the next TCB for EAP.